Okay, I'm gonna sing Breakthrough. I'm gonna sing Breakthrough from Lemonade Mouth. Here comes a breakthrough, here comes a day, here comes a moment that you're gonna go for it, so don't let it get away. It's all about a breakthrough, just turn the page. What's the rest? Okay, hold on. 'Cause every day I'm getting closer, life is just a roller coaster. And I was just listening to that on Spotify because you're never too old to pick up a Disney Channel song. And I'll tell you something right now. Actually, all seriousness, Disney Channel has some of the best songs ever. They actually did produce some of the best songs ever. I actually have a playlist. Okay. Breakthrough. Everything from Lemonade Mouth is pretty much a hit. I'm going to hit you with that right now. Everything from Lemonade Mouth is a hit. Like, because I was on Bridget Mendler's I was on Bridget Mendler's Spotify because I was gonna start out with singing Ready or Not. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, I'm the kind of girl who doesn't say a word, who sits at the curb and waits for the world, but I'm about to break out, about to break out. I'm like a crook tonight. Got you staring at me and I was thinking clearly. Now I'm like a bee and I'm hunting for the honey. And I'm kind of shy, but you super fly, yeah. I'm like a crook tonight. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. I feel like I just evolved. I feel like I just evolved. That song is so good. Okay. Ready or Not, Hurricane. Those are well, I think it's Disney Channel produced, and it doesn't matter. Determinate. Oh my god. Somebody else. Somebody. Okay, I don't remember terms of music. Breakthrough. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to go to my actual playlist. No, wait, hold on. Okay, wait. Okay. On my Spotify, I have a playlist called And You're Watching Disney Channel. And it has all I'm gonna sneeze. I walked through a bunch of dust today and it has infected my sinuses, and I have been sneezing nonstop all day. It has been miserable. And I think that's going to carry on through the episode. I have been sneezing nonstop. In fact, I feel another one coming on. Okay. Okay, Starstruck. I sang that in one of the previous episodes. Starstruck, camera flashes, cover of magazines. Oh my god, I get all giddy when I hear it. Okay, Hero, Illusion, I Don't Dance. Okay, Breakthrough, She's So Gone. Can't Back Down. We can't back down. We can't back down. Okay. Scream. Watch me do me. And I know some of you guys watching this, you're like, wait, what is that song? I'm actually putting you guys onto some good stuff right now because get into it. Let's get crazy. I'll always remember you. Ordinary Girl. I listen to Ordinary Girl, Hannah Montana, like it's like a real song. Like I listen to these songs like they're real. I'm just an ordinary girl. Sometimes I'm lazy. I get bored. I feel scared. I feel ignored. Oh my god. Wherever I go on my own, falling for you. Guys, oh my god, wait. It's seriously like it's a force. It's a force to be dealt with because they were putting down heat. They walked into the studio and it was heat. Lord. I wanted to start the episode with this because I was having a discussion with my sister and my mother right before I came in here, and we were talking about, because I hear this debate a lot. It's not really a debate. It's more so like a would you rather. Oh my gosh, like that came over me. It's more so like a would you rather. Would you rather go into like the deep ocean? I'm talking like Mariana Trench level, like where the Titanic is. It's in the Mariana Trench, right? My sister and I were talking about this. It's like half and half, right? Like deep ocean Mariana Trench level. Or would you rather go to space? I am going to tell you my answer. I would rather go to space. I actually am fascinated by space. I love space and I love learning about space. And I would take a class in it, but it's one thing to like just love something as like a hobby and something you're interested in, and then learning about it for a grade. Then things change. Then that'll make you hate something. I'll tell you that right now. That'll turn you into a hater. But I love space and I love learning about it. And I really love learning about not necessarily theories, because a lot of space in the science stuff is way over my head. But I love learning about like black holes. I love learning about exoplanets. I love learning about how our universe is constantly expanding. Um, just like things like that. I think that's a very basic part of it. But and there's a lot more I love too. I love learning about planets, and I'm very, very, very fascinated by space. In fact, probably when I go to bed, I'll either watch space videos or I'll read my new book. Um, I don't know what I want to do because I want to watch the space videos. Okay, it doesn't matter. I can do whatever I want. Actually, how about this? I can do whatever I want. Meow. Hi. This is so embarrassing to film every single time. I talked about space for too long, so now it's gonna be like a really uneven transition. And for that I apologize. And I love you guys. Mwah. Let me tell you, let me get off the space topic. Because it's been 16 minutes of me talking about that. Okay, let me tell you about something horrible that happened to me today. I woke up, I went to bed super late because I was reading, and let me tell you what I'm reading. Let me get to the point. I'm reading The Other Bennett Sister, and I was up reading that for a while, so I didn't go to bed till like around 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm crazy. And then my sister comes to wake me up at around like 11:30 or something, which was far too early for me as I like to sleep until about 4 in the afternoon. Cuz I'm, not productive at all. Really not even good for society. Honestly, I don't know why I'm here. God, that was like awful. Wait, hold on. I'm here to have a good time. But I love to sleep in late. I really do. I'm like a night owl and I love to sleep in late. But my sister woke me up really early because she wanted to go to the library and she knew I would want to go with her. And she was right. I did. And so I woke up. And I woke up and things were going fine and dandy at first. At first. Things were going fine and dandy. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready. My sister gave me like an hour. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my makeup and I'm gonna have like a good time and oh my god, and yay. And so I go to my makeup bag. I open my makeup bag, I grab my beauty sponge. Tell me why that sucker is covered in what appeared to be mold. I pitched that sucker so fast. I pitched it like I had never pitched anything in my entire life. I was like, it was in the trash can and I was disgusted. And I had used it previously and I didn't notice that on there. So I'm like, how long had it been there till I noticed? Hopefully not long. I always do a deep examination on my beauty sponges. Because I always like have to like fiddle with them every day. So I don't know. I think it had just appeared. Or honestly, it may not even been like probably was just makeup that looked suspicious. But regardless of the fact, I really needed a new one anyway, so I threw that away. But I was like, oh my god, what a way to start the day. A nasty makeup sponge. So I threw it away. I ended up just not doing my makeup. And then I'm like, oh well, you know what? The day still has a chance. So my first mistake, I thought I had a chance. I went over to my sister, and mind you, backstory. The night before, my mom texted the group chat. To the girls, the Golden Girls group chat which is just me, my mom, and my sister. And she goes, well, one of you girls soak the beans, soak the white beans, so we can have them tomorrow for dinner. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, girl, I would love to soak the beans. I will go take care of that for you because she was at work. And so I go into the kitchen. I get the bag of beans, little white beans, and I start sorting them to make sure there's no pebbles because I remember my mom always does that. And then I put them into the bowl, and I had asked her how much water do I put in, and it said 1.5 inches. And so I'm like, okay. I put 1.5 inches of water in there, and I called it a night. Now flash forward to the next day. I asked my sister, "Do you think I did well on the beans?" And she goes, "Uh-huh." And I'm like, "Huh?" And she goes, "Yeah, no, I'm sure you did great." I'm like, "Good. I really want them to turn out well." And she goes, "Can I tell you something?" And I go, "I did it bad, didn't I? I did it wrong." And she goes, "Do you want to know?" I'm like, "Yes, just tell me." And she goes, "I heard mommy talking when she got home from work this morning. I overheard her talking on the phone with daddy. And let me just show you. And she goes over to the bowl and she goes, let me guess, you put the water at about right here? And I go, uh-huh. And she goes, yeah, you severely dehydrated these beans. And I'm like, okay, awesome. And I go back to read the text that my mom sent about how much water I needed to put in there. I had just read 1.5 inches. She said 1.5 inches from the top of the bowl. The beans were hard as rocks, you guys. I went through sorting out all the pebbles from the beans. Really, there was no need to do that because all of the beans were pebbles at that point. And yeah, my mom ended up putting them in the crock pot and had to like mess with them all day just to make them edible. And she actually ended up fixing them. And I messed up the beans so bad. Guys, it literally ruined my morning. It literally did. I don't know why. Because my mom had not told me I messed up the beans. It was my sister who let me know. My mom was still asleep because she works night shift. And she had just got home. It literally ruined my morning. I was so in my head about it. I was like, oh my God, my mom is so mad. Mommy's going to be so upset with me. I don't know why I thought she was going to be upset with me. Over beans. I guess it's because I'm on my period. I don't know. I thought she was going to be furious with me over these beans. I don't know why I thought that. My mom is very much a don't cry over spilled milk kind of person. And so I don't know why I thought she was going to be mad at me over some beans. And mind you, I let it ruin my entire morning, my entire afternoon. And then I get a call later while I'm walking out of Walmart where I bought a new beauty sponge, by the way. And she calls me and I'm like, hello. She goes, the beans are okay, Beth, because she saw my story where I posted about it. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, I don't know why you're so upset. And like, the beans were not a big deal, you guys. She wasn't even, she was laughing about it. And she fixed the beans. Now, let me tell you about this. Oh, I got a pool table. By the way. This is quick. No, my parents, they got a pool, like a little pool for our backyard because my sister loves to swim during the summer. And we have like a lot of problems with pools. I don't know. But I'm not one who likes to swim that much in the summer. I have a thing with feet and water. It's a whole thing. But I'm not a big swimmer in the summer. And so they wanted me to have my own fun. And so in a way, they got me a pool table. So we'll both have a pool. Hey, my sister made that joke. I stole it. No, but they got me like a 5-foot pool table, and you guys, I'm literally obsessed with it. I'm so obsessed with it. I've been playing against my dad. I've been playing against my sister. I've been playing against my mom. I've just been playing by myself. There's like a piece of hair. I'm so obsessed. I love it. I love playing pool, you guys. And it comes with these little itty bitty sticks because it's like a smaller pool table. I love it. Anyway, let me tell you about what happened to me last week. Guys, last week was traumatic. Oh my Lord. Last week, something happened to me. I think someone is out to get me. Something terrible happened to me. Things went awry. It was awful. Okay, so let me just tell you the story. This is a start to finish type of story. Okay, so it's Monday. It's Monday and start of the week. You know, I had high hopes for the week. Don't know why. Shouldn't have. I should not have. That was my first mistake. It was Monday, and I'm like, I went to go play some pool, and I'm having a good time. You know, the day is going well. I didn't have class that day, so I was just having a good old time. And I get a little hungry. As one does, I get a little hungry. I go to our dining hall, and I'm like, I go to the lower part where they have like the little restaurants. I have my choice. There's Moe's, there's Redacted, there's Chick-fil-A, and there's Subway. I go to Redacted because you can get like different things, and there's different things I like from there. But I go this time, and I guess I had hit it at a wrong time because they didn't have anything I wanted. They were out of everything I wanted, and I was just gonna walk away. My gut was telling me to walk away, but did I listen to my gut? No. The guy getting the food, he goes, you know what's really good? This right here. And he points to this mystery meat. Now, let me tell you, you go to Redacted. On the window, it says what everything is. this was unlabeled. This was unlabeled. And the guy's like, this is really good. And I'm like, oh, well, it looks like it's spicy. I can't really do spicy stuff, you know? And as I look up to tell him that, he already has a scoop of it and puts it on like a little lid so I could take a free sample. And I'm like, oh shoot. He's like, you should really get this. It's really good. And he hands me the free sample and I take a bite and it honestly didn't taste that bad. And I was like, you know what? I could eat this, whatever. He would not quit. He's like, it's really good. You should really get this. He was very persistent. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll get it. So I got the super greens and I got the mystery meat. I'm an idiot. I pay for it. I go sit down and I'm eating it. And then I'm like, this just doesn't taste right, man. I'm not into this. Like, I don't know. I don't really know what it is. It seems like a steak thing. There's no way to be sure. I ate most of it because I was hungry. But I was like, I really don't like the way it tastes. It's just really not my thing. And I tell my sister, I'm like, I text her, I'm like, I got this mystery meat. This guy said I should really get it. I don't really like it. She goes, you're such a people pleaser. I go, I know. And whatever. I throw it away. And my sister's like, we can come back later and get something to eat, you know? We can try again later. And I'm like, okay. So we do. We try again later. I get what I actually want because they had it then. It was a few hours later. And, you know, whatever. I go on about my day. It was like night by that point. So I just go to bed. And when I go to bed, Connor Story had just released his short film. And I was like, I had heard him talk about it a few times in interviews. And so I was like, it was weird. I had just thought about it that day. And I didn't know he was going to release it that night. But then he did. And I was like, whoa, I was literally just thinking about this. So I watched it immediately, right? I watched it immediately. And as I'm watching it, it's pretty gory. But I'm usually not one who, like, I can handle anything, you know. I can handle blood, I can handle gore. It doesn't make me sick or anything. But as I'm watching it, I kind of do feel sick in my stomach. And I'm like, wait, maybe it's actually having an effect on me. Huh, that's weird. I'm usually not like that. But whatever, I get through it. I thought it was really good. I was very interested. I thought his writing was really good. But I go to bed. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna sleep this off. Whatever. I go to sleep. I'm fine. I wake up at about 7 a.m. and I'm cramping. Ooh, I'm cramping bad. My stomach, I'm like, oh, it's some pretty severe pain. But I'm like, it just must be gas. I must be gassy. And so TMI, I'm trying to toot it up. It felt like gas. And so I was trying, but it really just wasn't. But I was really sure it was gas. But whatever, I kind of was able to sleep through the pain because I can sleep through anything. That's like true. Slept through a tornado. I can sleep through anything. I kind of just drift off back to sleep in pain still, but it's hitting in waves, you know. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I can deal with it. I thought it was gas pain. And then I actually wake up for class. I wake up a little early because I wanted to shower before class. I usually take showers at nighttime, but I was just so tired that I was like, I'm gonna wake up early and I'll take it. And I wake up early and I go to take my shower. And I'm standing in the shower and I knew for class, the class I was getting ready for, we were going to meet at our our big theater where we host concerts because it's my event planning class and they host events. We were going to meet there and it's across the street. And as I'm in the shower, I keep having visions of me throwing up there. And my stomach was hurting. And I kept just having visions of me standing in there and just throwing up everywhere. And I didn't know why. And I was like, whatever. And I was like, my shower caddy was on the ground. And every time I bent down, I was like, oh my God. I was just like really just trying to get through it. I did not feel good. I was nauseous. But sometimes when I wake up, I am nauseous. You know, I think it's because I'm just hungry or something. So I was like, whatever. I'm probably just like, when I get back to the dorm, I'm going to drink a protein shake. I'm going to eat something. I'm probably just nauseous because I'm hungry. And I step out of the shower. It's a communal bathroom, by the way. I step out of the shower and my sister's at the sink. I didn't even know she was in there. And I see her there and I'm like, Brooke, I don't feel good. I do not feel good. And she's like, oh. And which I say all the time, again, because sometimes I wake up nauseous and I'm like, I don't feel good. And she's like, oh, well, you know, sorry. And I go back into the dorm and she follows behind. She's in her seat doing her makeup. And I go into the fridge. I bend down to get the protein shake and I'm like, ooh, I really do not feel good. I really do not feel good. I text my group chat. I sent the word ooh, I think, to something in response to something. And I was just like, oh God. I opened my protein shake to take a sip because I'm like, I just need to get something in my system. I take one sip. I throw it down. I'm like, Brooke, it's coming. I go to the trash can and I vomit. Violently throw up into a full trash can, by the way. So it's just spilling out. I'm just all into it. And I hear my sister in the back laughing because she's like, oh, the sound you're making, it's making me laugh. I'm like, ugh, just throwing up. And TMI, I'm going to say it anyway. Sometimes you don't have to question what made you sick. Sometimes the vomit will tell you what made you sick, especially when it doesn't digest any of it and it's just all right there. And I could still taste what I had the day before. So I have had a hard time at redacted. I've gone back, but it's been difficult. But you guys, you know me, I care a lot about my grades and stuff. I'm not one who skips class or anything. And I could be sick and I'll still probably go to class. But this, I was like, I'm calling it. I'm not going to class. I didn't go to either of my classes that day. Luckily, one of them had already been canceled, so that was nice. But the other ones, I was like, I cannot go. I cannot go. And I did not. But, like, you guys, I threw up everywhere. Like, and what's so sad about it is I, like, destroyed my robe. I had just got out of the shower. We didn't have to hold my hair back because it was so wet still that it just, like, stuck. So we didn't have to hold my hair back, but I threw up, like, all over my robe and destroyed it. Like, it was, usually you throw up on something, you just wash it. It was beyond repair. We had to pitch it, throw it away. We had to, like, and my sister, being, like, literally the saint she is, literally cleaned my vomit off the floor and cleaned our trash can with vomit in it. And we had to pitch those washcloths. Just get rid of those. We lost 2 washcloths, a robe, and some dignity, unfortunately. It was really rough, you guys. I swear to God, I was poisoned from redacted. Because this guy was so adamant and, like, persistent in me getting this, like, mystery meat that I didn't know what it was. He was like, it seemed like some kind of steak thing. And it was something, I'll be honest, it was something I had never seen before. And he really wanted me to get it, and I'm a big people pleaser. And I was just like, whatever, I can eat it, it's fine. And it made me so sick. I was, like, put out for the rest of the day. I only threw up the one time, but, like, oh my God, I was dead the rest of the day. It was awful. It was awful. One of my friends, he texted in the group chat. He's like, I think you were poisoned. I think someone was trying to kill you. And I was like, I agree. Like, something isn't right about this. And I'm like rescanning the situation. And I'm like, that was weird. Why did he want me to get that so bad? Like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, I was just going to leave. And it's not like he was making money off of commission. Like, I don't know. It was strange. I don't know why he wanted me to get it so bad. I think I was poisoned. I don't know. But I have gone back since because I have no sense. But I'm never getting that again. And if someone is like, you should get something, you should eat something, and you kind of don't want to, and they're really persistent, just say no. Stand your ground. Say no. They're trying to kill you. But yeah, it was awful. It was really, really bad. Also, I just want to say, when I got sick and I had to miss class, all of my friends went over to the big theater for the class, and they had all kinds of fun without me. And they're talking about it, and they're over here like, oh my gosh, yeah, remember that day? Remember what we did? And they were all having fun without me. Guys, I have the worst FOMO right now. Still thinking about it. 2 weeks ago happened. It happened 2 weeks ago. They're having all that fun without me. Car rides were involved. Lakes were involved. No, it's just like, why wasn't I involved? Yeah, sure, I was, like, blowing chunks, but, like, still. On a good note, let me leave you all on a good note. The other day, a few weeks ago, oh my God. Again, I'm taking this event planning class, and we were going to go to this vineyard. It was like a field trip type of thing, except you don't get on a school bus and go. You have to take yourself. Well, I don't drive. My other friend doesn't drive. The only friend is our other friend who does drive, who's in the class. And so we're like, dude, you have to drive us. And he's like, okay. So we all, like, The day comes, we meet at our building where our class is, and we walk over to his car. And we already were like almost late, okay? Because his class didn't let out until like forever, and we had to be there. Our teacher was like, be there at the latest 12:45. We're like, okay. This whole story is just crazy. So his class isn't let out until like way later than he thought. And so we were already almost late. And so we start walking to his car. And we're walking. We get there. We get in his car and we start to go. Suddenly we're hitting every single red light. There was not a stoplight that didn't turn red on us. Like, we hit every single one. Guys, we're already late. We're driving. We run into a funeral. Okay. What? We run into a funeral. We're stuck behind this funeral for like 10 minutes, just waiting. And it's like, okay, we're screwed. We are so screwed on this. We're having to text people who are in our class who are already there to tell our professor, hey, this is happening. We're behind the funeral right now. We are going to be late. Our professor goes to our class. We must leave them behind. Our entire class gets on a tractor and zips through this vineyard, leaves us behind, and we're not even there yet. We get past the funeral. The town goes practically under lockdown. And it's the worst traffic that could ever be It's the worst traffic that could ever traffic in the world. It is like everything is going down, okay? The traffic is awful. It's like 1:10. We finally get there. The place is abandoned. Nobody's there. We meet one of our other friends who also missed it, who got there late. And so we're all hanging out. We hit a gravel road. We start practically hitchhiking our way down to where we think our classmates might be. And we finally get there. We see in the distance a tractor. And we're like, oh my God, it's them. And so we're like, honestly, pretty slowly walking towards them. At the end, we start running and we get on this tractor. We missed like the whole experience. They had toured the whole thing. Basically, at this point, they just take us back. So we had walked all the way down there just to be taken back. We get back to the little restaurant at the vineyard. And our speakers, they're talking to us about all their event planning and stuff. We're sitting in a little corner. And we realize they start to bring out all these charcuterie boards. Hello? Charcuterie boards? So we move to where we can be closer to the charcuterie boards, where we can be near the snacks. And as we're sitting there, no offense to our guest speakers, they were talking forever. Like forever. And you know what people are like, someone's like lecturing about something, and then there's that one student, like, like the lecture's about to wrap up, but there's that one kid that just keeps asking questions to keep it going on and on and on, so you can't like get to going. Like, there's a class, they just won't stop asking questions, and all we want to do is eat the charcuterie board. It's like, what are we doing? And as it's all going down, we're outside. And they had given us these little, like, cardstock papers of information. And there's a staple in them with their business card attached to it. One of our friends, the wind blows, and it picks up their paper, and it hits me square in the face. I took a staple to the eyeball. We laughed so hard, we nearly pee ourselves. Our teacher looks at us. She's like, what's happening over here? And we're, like, trying so hard to stifle a laugh. We're nearly peeing ourselves. Tears falling from our eyes. Finally, the lecture wraps up. We hit these charcuterie boards. Everyone just up and leaves, okay? Everyone just up and leaves except my group of friends and a few other people. No one wanted to eat the charcuterie boards. Me and my friends were on it like Blue Bonnet. We weren't playing around. We weren't playing around about this. Guys, I ate so much cheese. I ate so much prosciutto. I ate so much jam. I hit some Dijon mustard. Like, I wasn't playing. Crackers, oh yeah, I'm munching. I ate, guys, we ended up taking all the charcuterie boards from every other table and piling them all onto one table and just going around and eating all of the food because we don't play. We ate so much food. It was delicious. It was probably one of the best charcuterie boards I've ever had in my entire life. It was delicious. Then we go back. We go to leave. We're like the last people to leave. And once again, every traffic light. We try to take a back road because, again, the like town's like basically like something had went down. We don't know why, but traffic was bad. And we take a back road, hitting every red light still. guys, by the time we got back, it was like I almost was late for class. It was crazy, and it was so hot. It was so hot. It could not have been hotter that day. It was just a crazy day. But all in all, I had one of the best charcuterie boards in my entire life. I mean, oh my God. It was delightful. It was so good. Jesus, it was good. And I think about it a lot. They had this like these dried mangoes. Oh my God. You take the dried mangoes and you put it on some prosciutto. Lord have mercy on our souls. It was so good. The prosciutto, I put it with some jam. Oh my God, it was so good. Prosciutto with some Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard with the cheese. I don't play when it comes to a charcuterie board. I'm trying everything. I'm trying different flavors. I literally felt like Remy from Ratatouille when he's like pairing the cheese with the strawberry and there's like fireworks going on in the background. That's how I felt. It was probably honestly like one of the best days of my life. I'm not even playing. It was literally like one of the best days of my life. It was delightful. God, it was seriously one of the best days of my life. And just 2 days ago, before I came home from school, my friends they threw me like a little going away party because of like all my school stuff. And it was so sweet. And I got to try Oreo balls for the first time, and it was awesome. And that all those photos I posted, that was from that event. It was awesome. And the day before that, we played bingo. There was like a bingo event our school was hosting, and they had pizza, and they had little like they brought these like food trucks, and they had like ice cream and cookies. Guys, I love food. Oh my God, I love food. I really do. And I'm on a Coca-Cola kick right now. And it's just everything. I love food. I really do. I can't even play about it. I love food. I love snacks. I love snacks. I'm on a Cool Ranch Dorito kick right now too. Lord, I love food. And I'll leave y'all with that. I'm telling y'all, go eat something that you love today. Go eat something. Go eat a snack. Go get a sweet treat because it's worth it. It's worth it every time. It really is. It's worth it every time. It's going to give you the high that you need. I'm telling you, it's going to give you the high that you need. Anyway, I love you guys so, so, so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Buzz with Beth. I'm your host, Bethany Haven, and I love you. Meow. 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 Do you hear my arm pop just then? Jesus. This is my impression of an old man saying that he saw someone die because they choked on peanut brittle.
I don't know. She choked on the peanut brittle and died.
Thank you.